So dear students, welcome to my classroom. So today we are going to learn about a very interesting topic in maths. So it is about area. Okay. So before that, I'm first going to start the sharing the screen. Okay? So if you can see here in this slide, what we are showing is the question. Okay, so let's go through this question. So this question is saying that one side of a square is increased by x% and the other side is reduced by x% to form a rectangle. The area of the rectangle is 4% less than the area of the original square. So let's find x. Okay, so if you can see here on the left hand side, I have drawn a diagram showing the square. Okay, so it is not said what is the length of the square, so we can assume it. So here we are assuming the side of each square to be L. Okay, small l. So this area marked in black, so this is the square. Okay, where each side, as we know, what is the feature of a square? The feature of a square is that all the sides of a square are equal. And what about rectangle? In a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal, right? Secondly, now we come to the area and of square and also the rectangle. Okay, so what is the area of a square? Area of a square is nothing but L square. Yes or no? It is L square. But in case of rectangle, it is what? Here, length into breadth, right? So actually, when we talk about area, we know that it is length into breadth. Now, in case of a square, the breadth and this length are equal. Yes or no? Each side is equal. Yes or no? So here it will be length is equals to breadth. So all sides are L, 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 right? So length into breadth. So it will be L into L, which is nothing but L square. So that is the area of a square. Okay. Now, before going into this problem, actually, I'm trying to explain you what is the area of rectangle or what is the area of a square. Okay. Again, area of a rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. So we have this length and there will be this breadth, right? So opposite sides are equal in case of rectangle, right? There's one more phenomenon that you should know. What is it? So can you tell me that? Yeah. So what happens is both sides make an angle of 90 degrees. If you see here, right, makes an angle of 90 degrees. So each angle is 90 degrees, right? And then we also know that what is the sum of the angles in case of a square or a rectangle, because these are all what? Parallelograms, right? So it is 360 degree, right? So sum of these squares, like angle of these squares, so this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle should be 360 degree. Now let us go through this question. So here it is saying that one side of the square is increased by x%. So if this is the original square, the one marked in black, so it is saying that one side, so let us take this side, suppose this is increased by an angle by x%. So x%, so let us take that as x, right? So it is increased by x%. And the other side, this is the other side, this is one side, this is the other side. The other side is reduced by x%. So you reduce it by x%. So as a result, you will see that a rectangle is formed, right? This is the rectangle which is formed, right? Now the area of the rectangle, it is said to be 4% less than the area of the original square. So now if we find out the area of the original square, it will be nothing but L square, right? And the side of the rectangle will be how much? Each side of the rectangle. So one side will be this one and the other side will be this one, right? So it will be what? This part, right? So this is one side of the rectangle, this is the other side of the rectangle. So if this is L and this is X, so one side will be what? L plus X, right? And the other side will be how much? This whole, if this is L and this is X, so this part will be how much? L minus X, right? So each side of the rectangle is L plus X and L minus X. Now we know that area of the rectangle is what? Length into breadth. Now this length is nothing but L plus X and breadth is nothing but L minus X. Yes or no? So it will be how much? Length into breadth. L plus X into L minus X, which is nothing but what? L square minus X square. So if you break this up, you will get this as L square minus X square, right? You all must be knowing this. Now we here what is given to us? It is said that the area of the rectangle is 4% less than the area of the original square. So area of the original square is L square. Area of the rectangle is L square minus X square, right? It is said that this area of this rectangle is 4% less. So it will be, suppose we are 4%, we are taking it as 4, right? Like X%, we are taking it as X, right? So in this case, area of the rectangle is area of the square minus 4. Yes or no? Because it is said that it is less than the square by 4%. So write the area of the rectangle. It is nothing but L square minus X square is equals to L square minus 4. So after solving this, we can easily find out X, right? Because if you see L square, both sides, it will cancel out. So X square minus X square is equal to minus 4, or X square is equals to 4, or X is equals to root over 4. Root over 4 is what? Square root of 4 is what? 2. Yes or no? 2 square is 4, right? So we get the X value to be 2. Got it? So in this way, we can solve this question. Very simple, right? Okay. So this is how in which we can find out and solve these type of questions. Okay, so you need to know for all of these type of questions, you have to know about the area and perimeter, because these are always fixed. Like area of a square or perimeter of a square, that will be fixed, right? Like or in case of rectangle, right? Or in case of the other structures as well, right? Area of a triangle, right? So those everything, if you know, then you can very well solve these questions. Pretty simple, right? So thank you so much for attending this classroom. So we'll meet again in another class. Thank you.